5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Word Unit D, formatting documents. Okay, you are going to download the WD-D1 document from My Big Campus. And as soon as you get that opened, you're going to save. Sometimes it takes it just a minute or so to open. And just remember that your download screen will not look the same as mine. Okay, so here is WD-D1, and we're going to do Save As. My computer's not wanting to work. Alright, we're going to do Save As and tell this where we want it to save. And I'm going to save it in my special folder. And we need to save it as WD-D Healthy Traveler. Okay, Control Home on your keyboard. Let's scroll down through the document just to see kind of the headings and see what's on the document. And then Control Home on your keyboard to go back up to the top. And then we're going to click the Page Layout tab. On the Page Layout tab, we're going to click the Margins button. And then we're going to click Custom Margins. Our top margin, we're going to click the down arrow and we're going to go down to 0.75. We're going to make our bottom margin 0.7. And then we're going to press Tab and we're going to type 0.7 on our keyboard and make our left margin 0.7. And then you can hit Tab and type 0.7 again. So all margins are 0.7, and then we click OK. Now we're going to click our View tab, and we want to click the 2-page view. Now we're going to scroll down so that we can view all 5 pages of the report. So there's all 5 pages. Okay, I'm going to do Control Home, make sure that I'm at the very beginning of my document. In my Zoom group, I'm going to click Page Width so that I have the page filling up the entire screen. Now I'm going to right-click the status bar and I'm going to click Section on the Customize Status Bar menu that opens. So I'm looking for Section. There it is. So I'm checking it. And then I'm going to click on my Home tab. So now it also tells us what section we're on. It tells us page so-and-so, how many words we have, and it also tells us what section we're in. We're going to click the Home tab, then we're going to click our Show and Hide. We're going to turn that on. We're going to place the insertion point before the heading General Considerations, right there, and we're going to click the Page Layout tab, and we're going to click the Breaks button, and we want to click Continuous. Then we're going to click the Columns button, and we're going to click More Columns. Then we're going to select 2 in the presets, and we're going to click the Spacing Down arrow. Twice until 0.3 appears in the box. So spacing down until it's 0.3, and then we're going to click OK. Alright, now we're going to go to, see now that we have 2 columns, we're going to go to the View tab, and we're going to view 2 pages so we can see the 2 pages, and now we're down to 4 pages, not 5 full pages. So that helped spacing a lot. It helped to save a lot of space. Now Control Home on our keyboard. And we want to go back to Page Width view, and we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the first page, and we're going to place our insertion point before the heading Malaria. And we're going to click the Page Layout tab. And we're going to click Breaks. And we're going to click Page. And then we're going to scroll down and place our insertion point before the heading Preventative Options. And what that did, it put a page break right before Malaria, a Serious Health Risk for Travelers heading. Now we're going to go to Preventative Options right here. We want our cursor right before Preventative, and we're going to do Control Enter on our keyboard. That also inserts a page break. Okay, we just did Control Enter and it inserted a page break also. That's just a keyboard shortcut. We're going to scroll to the bottom of page 3, and we're going to place the insertion point before the heading Insurance for Travelers. And we'll do Control Enter on our keyboard to insert another break. We're going to scroll up and click the left, and we're going to click to the left of the page break on page 2. So here on page 2, oh, that's page 3. Page 2. And I know I'm on page 2 because I'm looking on my status bar here. It tells me page 2. So I'm going to click to the left of the page break on page 2 with the selection pointer that looks like this, where it's the little white one with the black outline, to select the page break, and then I'm going to hit Delete. Okay, now I'm going to place the insertion point before the heading Medical Kit on page 2, right here. And I'm going to insert a page break there, Control Enter. Now I'm going to click the View tab, and I'm going to go to the 2-page view, and I have a page break here, and I also have a page break here. Now we want to go ahead and save our changes. Alright, I'm going to do Control Home to get back to the beginning of the document, and I'm going to click the Page Width button. So I go back to full screen view, and I'm going to click the Insert tab, and then I'm going to click Page Number, and I want bottom of page, and then I want plain number 2. Plain number 2. Now I'm going to double click the document text and then scroll to the bottom of page 1. So really I'm just going to double click on the bottom of, I'm going to double click that number. And all that's wanting us to do is show us how to select it, add text in here. We can click in here and add whatever we want in the footer section. So I'm going to close the header and footer box, and I'm going to do Control Home so I'm at the top of my page. I'm going to scroll down and look and see your page number there. So I'm going to save my document again after making those changes. And I want to go to the Insert tab. And I'm going to click the Header button. And I'm going to scroll down the gallery to view the header designs and scroll to the top of the gallery and click blank. So you can scroll through here and look at all the different designs that you can use. But we want to choose a blank one. Now up here where it says type text, all I'm going to do, I don't have to click or anything, I'm just going to start typing Healthy Traveler, Travel and Health Information from Quest Specialty Travel. Whoa. Okay, Healthy Traveler, Travel and Health Information from Quest Specialty Travel. Okay, I'm going to select the header text. So I'm going to highlight all of this, and I'm going to click the Home button. In the font list arrow, I'm going to choose Berlin. Berlin Sans FB Demi. Then I'm going to click the font color, and I'm going to choose Olive Green Accent 3, darker 25%. And then I'm going to center this. And then I'm going to add a bottom border. And then I'm going to click Header and Footer Tools Design tab. That's right here. The Design tab. And then I'm going to click Go to Footer in the navigation group. So go to Footer. I'm going to select the page number field in the footer. So I'm just going to double click on that. And I'm going to change the formatting to be Berlin also. So I go back to my home, Berlin Sands. I'm going to change the color. All I have to do is click the A because it's already the olive green accent 3 from my previous action. And then I'm going to click over here to deselect it. And now I go back to my Design tab and close the header and footer. Now I'm going to do Control Home to make sure that I'm back at the beginning of my document. I'm going to position my pointer over the header text at the top of page 1 and double click. So all I'm going to do is point up here, double click, and that opens your header and footer box again. Now I'm going to click the Different First Page checkbox, in the Options group, and then I'm going to click Close Header and Footer. I'm going to scroll to see the header and the footer in the second and third pages. They're different. Okay, I can go back to my 2-page view and see my header on page 1 is different than on the rest of the pages. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save my document. I'm going to scroll until the heading Preventative Options . There it is, Preventative Options. And I want that at the top of my document window. I'm going to select the heading Preventative Options and the 2 paragraph marks below it. So I need to click and drag all the way down to my page break. I do not want to select my page break. Alright, now I'm going to go to the Page Layout tab, and I'm going to click Columns, and I want to select 1. And then I'm going to click the heading to deselect the text, and then scroll down to see the bottom half of page 2. So we have 1 column here. And then it added a section break and then a page break. Okay, now I'm going to place the insertion point before the first paragraph mark below the heading and click the Insert tab. So I'm going to click right here on the first paragraph mark below the heading and click Insert, Table, and then we're going to click Insert Table, and we want to type 5 and the number of columns that's already there for us, and we're going to change the number of rows to 6, and we want to make sure the Fixed Column Width option button is selected, and then click OK. So here we have our new table. So from the Home tab, we're going to turn off our Show Hide button, and that makes things a lot neater. We don't see all that garb on our screen. We're going to type disease in the first box, and then hit Tab, Vaccine, Tab, Prophylaxis drug, Tab, Eat and drink safely, and then tab again and avoid insects, and hit tab. It takes me to the next row, and I'll type malaria, and then I'm going to click in this next box, typhoid, and I'm going to hit the down arrow, cholera. Okay, once I have all this typed in here, I'm going to go to the Table Tools Layout tab, and I'm going to click the Auto Fit button. And then I want to click Auto Fit Contents, and then click the Auto Fit button again, and click Auto Fit Window. Okay, and that makes everything fit in the cells nice and neat. I'm going to click the Select button right here and select Table, and then click the Align Center button. In the alignment group, I'm going to click Disease in the table, and then I want to click the Select button, select Column, and then I want to align left, and then I'm going to deselect that text. Then I'm going to click the Table Tools Design, and I'm going to click the More button right here in the Table Styles group, and I'm going to click Light List Accent 3 Style. Light List Accent 3 Style. That's the second green one here. And this added some nice coloring to our table. Okay, now let's do Control Home to get back up to the top of our document. We're going to put our insertion point at the end of the first body paragraph in the second column of text after resort. So right here after resort, and we're going to click Insert Footnote in the Footnotes group. Oh, I need to go to the References tab. Look in the Footnotes group, Insert Footnote, and then I'm going to type behavior is a critical factor regardless of the quality of accommodations for example, going outdoors in a malaria endemic area could result in becoming infected with malaria. I have to fix my typos here. Behavior is a critical factor regardless of the quality of accommodations. I'm just going to right click and correct that. For example, put my lowercase e, going outdoors in a malaria endemic area could result in becoming infected with malaria. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down into the bottom half of page 3. Bottom half of page 3. And I'm going to place my insertion point at the end of medications taken on a regular basis at home. Medications taken on a regular basis at home. This is in this bulleted list here. I'm going to click Insert Footnote button. So I need to go to the end of this line and insert footnote. And then I'm going to type all medications should be stored in carry-on luggage in their original containers with clear labels. Carry a duplicate supply in checked luggage. Okay, now let me fix my typos again. Stored in a carry-on luggage in their original containers with clear labels. Carry a duplicate supply in checked luggage. Okay, so there's our second footnote. I'm going to place the insertion point at the end of sunscreen and click Insert Footnote again. And we're going to type SPF 15 or greater. Now I'm going to place the insertion point after disposable gloves in the first column. There's disposable gloves, and insert another footnote. We're going to type at least 2 pairs. And then after scissor safety tweezers, insert footnote. And we're going to type pack these items in checked luggage. Alright, now I'm going to do Control Home on my keyboard to go back to the very top of the document. And then I'm going to click Next Footnote button. And it takes me to the next footnote. Then I'm going to click Next Footnote button again. And I'm going to press Delete to select the number 2 reference mark, and then I'm going to press Delete again. So it takes away, it deletes very easily the entire footnote. Alright, now I'm going to do Control Home again, and we're going to save our changes. Okay, I'm going to place the insertion point after people travel, but before the period at the end of the first paragraph in the first column of text. People travel, but before the period. And I'm going to click the Style List arrow in the Citations and Bibliography group. So Citations and Bibliography, and I'm going to choose Style. I want MLA 6th edition. And then click Insert Citation this time. Insert Citation is different than Insert Footnote. So Insert Citation, and I'm going to click Add New Source. I don't want to select any of those sources yet. I want to select a new source, and the type of source is Report. And then click Corporate Author checkbox. I'm going to enter this data next to Corporate Author. I'm going to type World Tourism Organization. The title is Tourism Heights. The year is 2012. The publisher, World Tourism Organization. The city is Madrid. White paper. Okay, I'm going to type, or I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to click the citation to edit it. So I'm going to click on there. I'm going to click on the drop down arrow and do Edit Citation. And I'm going to click the Citation Options list and then Edit Citation. Okay, in the pages, I'm going to type 19 and click OK. I'm going to scroll down and place the insertion point at the end of the quotation after consequences. Okay, after consequences. And we're going to insert a citation, add a new source. And the type of source is going to be document from website. So I can scroll down and find document from website. It's a corporate author. And this is the World Health Organization. Name of the website, International Travel and Health 2013 edition. The website is World Health Organization website. The year is 2013. January is the month. 10 is the day. Year accessed is 2013. Month accessed is March. Day accessed is 11. And the URL is http://www.who.int/ith. And we're going to click OK. Alright, now we're going to scroll to the bottom of page 2. Bottom of page 2, and we're going to click under the table, and we're going to type source and a colon, and then we're going to italicize source. So we click home, italicize, and then we're going to click after source. We're going to click insert citation, and we want to click Johnson Margaret right here. So it's going to insert that for us. We're going to click the citation, and we want to edit the citation, and we're going to type 55 and click OK. Now let's go ahead and save. Let's do Control End on our keyboard, and this takes us to the very bottom of our document. Then we're going to click the Manage Sources button, and we're going to click Baker Mary in the current list. Let's find Baker Mary. There she is. And we're going to hit Delete. Okay, so we deleted that. Now we're going to click Close, and we're going to click the Bibliography button, and we're going to click Insert. Okay, we're going to select Bibliography, and then we want to apply the following formats. We want to make our bibliography, let's highlight it here. We're going to go to Home, and we're going to change this to Berlin Sans, bold, it's already bold, and blue, accent 1 font color. Alright, now we're going to do Control End on our keyboard. This takes us to the end of our document. And we're going to go to the View tab, and we're going to do 2 pages so we can see the entire document. We have 4 nice, neat pages. Okay, we're going to scroll up to view pages 1 and 2, which we did, and then we're going to save our document. Now you're going to save it as a PDF file. Make sure it's in the right location, and click Save. And now you are ready to upload this to My Big Campus to your schoolwork.